Hey guys, this is Robert here, the Lifepreneur with the Unforgettable You Journey. Guys, this is about my 14-day doc project of me going from my rock and hard place to my promised land, really getting myself out of a hole, out of a pit, And this is a video that I've been doing a lot of discovery, doing a lot of research, and one of the things that this video is wrapped around, this whole step series, that's 7 steps. It's all about looking at the Apollo 13 mission, where it was totally screwed up from the start. They got shot out to space. They're out in space. Something happened, and then they had to go into not a journey for exploration, but it was more of a journey and get these guys back. It turned into a massive rescue mission where they had to go all the way out to the moon, around the moon, and come back to Earth. And one wrong move, and these guys would be floating out to space forever. Anyways, that's just a really bad way to go. But based on that rescue mission, I've created or extracted seven steps that they've gone through to bring these guys back. Now, if you are going through a divorce, a separation, financial disaster, I don't know if you're $100 in debt or 40, 50, 60,000 or 100,000 or a million or plus in debt, the principles are all the same. And what I'm discovering from thought leaders have gone into the abyss, and they were able to turn their life around and turn their finances around and all come back out, they all kind of follow the same thing. And so what I've discovered, guys, is we need to take a look at step 4 out of the 7 is basically looking at what your options are, looking at basically what your positives are in life, and then taking a look at your assets and skills. And basically, this step is really important because it's separating you from the damage. Like earlier, I had mentioned that you have to assess your damage, and then you have to separate your damage from what's going right in your life, and separate the two, and make sure that those are separate. When we get into a financial disaster, or we get into a midlife, not a midlife crisis, but a midlife change, where everything is upside down, you're totally in the unfamiliar, we tend to throw the baby out with the bathwater and everything, and then take a look at life and say, oh my God, life absolutely, totally sucks. And then everything is cloudy, and you can't see yourself through that situation. Getting yourself out of a rock and a hard place requires you to have clarity in thinking, the fog taken away, being able to think things through, being able to really go through these steps of it's a rescue mission, basically, rescuing you from your abyss. And that's what I've done. And here's what I've discovered, guys. I'm going to go into it right now. Basically, you want to take a look at your options, positivities, assets, and skills. So here's what I've discovered, guys, is that in my journey is, what are my options in life here? My life is totally upside down, so what are my options? Well, financially, I can take care of myself because, one, in the now, I have a job. And the job is so key because it allows you to do 3 things. 1, allows you to have food. 2, allows you to get shelter. And 3, allows you to have transportation. Those are the 3 most important things that you need in life to get around. Unless you live in a city, like where it's very, very dense, you can just get onto transit. But that's all about transportation as well. When you're outside of the city, kind of out in the suburbs, the city can be stretched out, and sometimes the bus system is not reliable, and it'll take too much of your time, but that's another story. So a job is really important in the now. Maybe you're entrepreneurial. Maybe you love to do other things. Well, you can actually do a job, and then around the sides of your job, you can go and make money other ways than just a job. Now, for your mid-range, I truly believe this is I think you should be doing way more than your job, because you never know how long your job's going to be there. It's so unpredictable. However, if you learn to to thrive into the future, learn online marketing skills, learn skills that allow, like, develop a skill that you can get good at, and develop an exit strategy or a backup plan. Just don't lay your eggs on all in one nest. This is what I'm saying. So what you could be doing is you could be taking a look at your own business, and also mid-range, maybe your job. I really like the idea of, like, learning online skills. Learning online skills, becoming an online marketer, because if you learn these skills of becoming an online marketer, you can market anything and everything, and you can work with any company, because every company is looking to promote themselves online. Well, if you learn the skills on how to do that, then you're going to be able to make money until the future, into the future. That's a good mid-range goal, to learn those skills. And then basically your long range is work your own business. Work your own business. That is your options right there. So you're making a slow transition from the now to the long range. So the next thing you want to take a look at is your positives in life. What are your positives in life, even if you're in the pit of hell? Well, one thing is, the most important thing is, I think, is having your health. Your health is so important. If you don't have your health, you got nothing. If you have your health now, you can do a lot of stuff. You can be active. You can do things. Next thing you do, next positive is, you have a working mind. Does your brain still work? Chances are you haven't had a brain injury at all. And so you're able to learn. You're able to increase your capacity. You're able to get things done. You're able to learn. And those are really, really two important things right here, guys. And then also, two positives is, understand that time is on your side. Time is on your side, guys. It's not against you. We're not racing through time and getting old. Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, we are getting old, but time is not escaping it. Time's on your side. Like, you can invest time into learning skills, online skills. You can invest time in learning from business entrepreneurial people, thought leaders, and getting yourself up to speed, so you're not forgotten, you're not lost and forgotten, or you don't become obsolete, you don't become outdated. You're always in the constant mode of learning, as opposed to watching that movie channel at nighttime, which is online, and you get all these stupid movies. Like, yeah, great for entertainment, but it's not going to help you in a rock and a hard place getting out of that time. A lot of people are just kind of stuck in the middle. Now, this is not me saying this. This is what I've learned from a thought leader. There's three kinds of people: the people that have made it, the people, the wealthy, the middle class, and the poor. The poor are always trying to get through that middle class into becoming wealthy. They got a good perspective. The wealthy are already wealthy. They're trying to, most wealthy people, not all of them, because we live in a world that is skewed, but I believe that there is the generous wealthy people that are trying to teach other people in the lower classes to rise up above and get into what they're doing. But again, we live in a world where there's different messages out there, and people are getting the wrong message. But however, the guy was saying that the middle class, a lot of people get there and they do nothing. They finish their schooling and everything else, and they think they arrived. And then they live in the middle class and wonder why they're so miserable. Because some of them are choosing to stay there, not really realizing that they can spend time getting themselves out of there. Anyways, that's just another topic in itself. So over here, guys, is assets and skills. And so I'm going to just quickly go through them here. this is all about me getting out of my rock and hard place and getting into my promised land, which is to have it all plus interest. So for me, I have creativity. I work with mixed media. I can work with a lot of things. I'm a chameleon. I can work with different materials and work with things and create things. Because why? Why create? Because creating allows your mind to get into the mode of developing new concepts and ideas and getting into the forward momentum of getting things done. And then based on that, not only do you get things done, but you also get your body engaged in motion. I also have computer skills. I have life experience. I got lots of years of sales and marketing and working with people. And then I also have online skills, social media. I know how to leverage all that kind of stuff. Camera skills, while I'm doing this, and right after this, I'm going to probably edit it, and I know how to do editing and what have you. I've also done photography before as well, which is over here. I also love fly fishing and fly tying. These are basic principles, fly fishing and fly tying. There's principles in there that you can actually apply in the business world. Like, how do you attract people? Well, you always got to put a different lure on, a different fly on. You know, you got to match the hatch. You got to put the lure that attracts people. Just mean, like, for example, in sales and marketing, you got to have the right hook to capture people's attention. Lots of things help each other out. I also know how to. I've overcome cancer and PTSD through abuse, film and video editing. I've done writing and script writing, public speaking and training. I've done that kind of stuff. Parenting. I got kids. I know how to parent. I know how to volunteer. I'm into music. I love music. I'm extrovert. I'm an extrovert. I love doing this kind of stuff. So this is all about going through the journey of the unforgettable you, guys. So anyways, I just wanted to cut this video, just leave this with you guys. Hopefully you'll learn something of this exercise that I've done. This is step 4. And so step 5 is going to be coming very shortly here, guys. But until then, be the unforgettable you. Take care.